Hello everyone. Good evening to our webinar on technology-based teaching in classroom.
Hello, Dr. Datt sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening,
Are you
sir.
listening me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. You are audible, sir.
I am not in a position to listen to you. No audio?
I think there's some problem with his audio. Hello. Can you hear us, sir?
I am audible.
Hello. Yes,
Hello.
Dr. Vishal, sir, you're audible to me.
Yes, yes. Rao, sir.
I think Rao, sir, has got some audio problem.
Yes, yes, yes. Rao, sir, can you hear me? Rao, sir.
Oh.
Confirm my audio, video both are correct, madam?
Yes, sir. It's correct only. There's some problem from his side.
Yes, yes. Probably he might have muted. You check it. His mic may be muted. Rao, sir, unmute your mic, I think. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
We can hear you. Rao, sir. Rao, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, then start.
Yeah, we will start, sir. Yes.
I hope the audience can listen to us. Thank you everyone for joining us today. So today we'll be discussing on the technology-based teaching in
Should I
classroom.
start?
And we have got two eminent speakers today who will be discussing on the recent technologies that will be helping us with digital
That
learning.
has to start.
Yes, yes, sir. I will be speaking first. Rao, sir.
You want me to give an introduction? I will give a 5 minutes introduction. Okay?
Yes. So before we begin, I would like
and then Dr. Datt can take over. After he finishes, I will continue.
Okay, sir.
That's how we have read that.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I will start the just introduction, what it is the people can expect from this
Yes, sir.
lecture or webinar, and then so starting, I will just give a overview of the whole thing. We will
Okay,
start.
sir.
Is that okay?
We will follow the. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure.
After the short introduction, you give the overview of the today's webinar. Later, I will be speaking on first. Later, you can follow it. Sir. Thank you, sir. Madam. I hope you can continue.
Yeah, sure.
Then let me give a overview of what exactly we are planning in this lecture. Okay, so the thing is, of late we are facing lot of trouble management. Classroom management for every teacher has become very, as well as in universities, classes, engineering colleges, everywhere, there is a typical behavior of children. To be very frank with you, in India, even till today, we have not made any attempts to really understand the behavior difference, different behavioral difference, particularly in youngsters, children. Even though schools are going on, even though colleges are going on, even though lectures in engineering colleges are going on, there is no analysis, there is no real review of what is happening. Let me frankly tell you, the latest information is 85% of the students coming out of engineering is not having employability. This new word employability includes capabilities like skills, vocational skill, the capability to speak and give a lecture for maybe half an hour or something, capability to speak, then capability to write in his own words, and also attend a group discussion and participate effectively. These things are, so many skills are there defined, and mostly, you know, what are the companies which are offering jobs here? Most of them are IT companies. In an IT company, what is the work that goes on? Mostly talking to the customer, doing something given to them, and talking to the customer. Maybe after all the results obtained, the third day or fourth day or 10th day, you talk to the customer. You present whatever you did and take the guidance from the customer to further work, do the work, and then submit the results. Suppose this fellow is unable to even communicate, talk. What the hell it is? Why should they recruit this fellow? So the term employability has come today because every company knows now that education is, and in a commercialized environment, all sorts of people come out with a degree. And unfortunately or fortunately, we are having socialist thinking, and all sorts of theories are there saying that everybody is a genius. You should hear some political statements given by some politicians in US. Some people say that everybody is a genius and every student should succeed. There's a plan in US. And so they also blame only two people. One is the teacher and another is the parent. But tell me honestly today, is there any influence by parents on the kids? No, nothing, zero. Mostly parents are single parents, or even married parents are not really working together to bring up a child. They are called, today's parents are called as helicopter parents. That means overall they will be from the top they will be observing what the kid is doing, that's all. They cannot influence nor change the behavior of the kid. So that being the case, parent has no role to play except if the kid is complaining, they will go and bang the college or school or whatever it is. Then the director will call the teacher and teacher will lose the job. That's all. Nobody will ask about the kid's behavior, what did he do, and is he serious about learning. None of these things are issues. Only thing is, no teacher should control nor bang a student, not even use controlling words. No control at all. They should be respected because he is paying fees. So the commercialization has brought entirely a different mental makeup in organizing the education system. I'm telling you, very, very seriously, unless this is taken, liberal attitude is there. If the fellow got 30 marks, you are making it adding 40 marks as a, so whatever name you give it, and make it 70 and make the student happy. What is it that you are doing? Are you really helping him or spoiling him? I don't know. These are things to be very seriously understood. And today, the 2001 to 2020, this particular generation, which is called Gen Zero, is there now in all schools, and almost, say, for example, 2001 born people will be 20 years now, and they will be in higher education, maybe doing, PhD or either masters. All these people are there, and 2000 recently born people also. One very characteristic thing is they carry cell phone everywhere. Not only they, even the older people also carry cell phone. Without a cell phone, nobody is there. It has become another limb or a hand in the hands of almost all the people of all ages. So this being the case, only through cell phone and WhatsApp we can communicate, we can make somebody learn something. This is one side of the story. But when you look at it from another side, the COVID is already there. For last 6 months, it started from November, December, and it is today September. Almost 6 to 8 months, this is there, and this pandemic has made everything different. Now forcibly we are online. E-learning was there since earlier, but nobody bothered about it. Very few people used to use e-learning strategies and tools. But now what happened? Only way, because no student is allowed into a school, because gathering may lead to more and more COVID cases. The advice is to go for online learning, online teaching. Suddenly Zoom became a very important tool. So many tools. Another thing that we are using is this. So many tools are there, but suddenly all these things are now being used and being used for teaching, learning, discussion, even technical discussion from companies to companies. People working from home, what are they doing? They're using all these tools to communicate whatever they are doing from home, whatever we are also communicating to the students and the people who are listening to webinars and so on. Our advice is to sit at home, don't come out until any urgency is there. Wash every 1 hour, wash your hands. So many things have come. Some things which are very old and traditional have become the important things now. Wash your hands was never the case. And saying that your body can heal itself, never heard earlier. See, some of the words which are being used now and tools which are used now, something very strange. They are all downtrodden. They are all thrown out actually. But they are now being brought up. Almost Ayurveda became the number one at the bottom. Homeo also is working very well. And people still are waiting for a vaccine. Unfortunately, let me tell you the present state on COVID. COVID is not known till today. Even now, IIM and all these doctors, chief fellows are saying that there is no trend known till now. So, my dear friends, what will happen is coming 1 year, 2021 also and 22 also, maybe we have to rely on e-learning. So, so many tools are there. On top of it, if you look at from the positive side, there are so many mobile apps. Mobile app issue is known to all of us because China is misbehaving with India. Our Indian government has initially banned about 58 Chinese apps. No, none of us really completely know what those apps are. And very recently, another 118 Chinese apps are also banned, out of which some game PUBG, game and TikTok. These two are the prominent ones being used by people, so it has become an issue. But how many people know about all these apps? How do they work? Not only that, we who carry the mobile everywhere for everything, what are we actually knowing about these apps? So many apps are there available in your stock. If you go to store, you will find so many apps which are there, waiting for getting downloaded by you and used by you. I'm an astrologer. Suppose I can have 5 or 6 astrology apps there, and there are so many apps for education. There are so many apps for learning English. But how many know about it? Unless and until we, unfortunately, let me very frankly say, we're all selfish people, very selfish to the core. Until and unless there is absolute necessity and there is something pressure on the neck, then only last minute we do things. That's how we are learning. What are these so many apps which are there, which are already available in your 4G mobile phones? So mobile apps are there. So this particular lecture that Dr. Datt and myself, we want to cover at least bring out. In fact, it's not going to cover everything, but at least bring to the notice of people that these are available and these are things which they have to also investigate. One unfortunate thing is, you look at YouTube, millions of YouTube videos are there. So many, if you dig into it, it's a big ocean. Not only that, there is a pdfdrive.com, very big website. It's a big sea, not even one sea, very deep sea. Millions of books are there, PDF versions of books or EPUB versions of different types of books are there. You can just download. Even something which has come out 6 months before, released 6 months before, also is available there. But how many are having patience to go through that? Searching takes a lot of time. Sometimes you may have to say, because you don't know the title, searching makes a lot of, it's not easy. You may have to try and again without leaving. Then maybe after 10 trials or 20 trials, you get that book. But how many are having patience to do that? So some of the issues are there. Now, no patience, only in Google search also, give some keywords, only look at 2 pages and stop. But whatever you are looking for is in your 20th page. How are you going to get that document? So searching is a thing which nobody is teaching in the classrooms. Google search, people think that then everybody knows. But to be very frank, nobody knows well. Nobody knows. Searching is a big, very big obstacle for learning. People think that everything is available on net. It's true. But how do you get it? Unless you have the capability to search effectively. There is another big C called archive.org. Like that, so many names I can give you. They're all like big C's on internet. If you go to that site and start searching, you will find millions of documents. So the data is there. Lot of data is there. Self-learning data is there. Self-learning books are there. Very many are there. But at the same time, how to search? Also, people do not know. People do not know about the apps until and unless they need it. So the main problem today is information is available in plenty. That's also another problem. Plenty, so that what you really want needs a lot of hard work in searching, locating. Okay, fine, you got the book. Now, to read the book also you should have patience. Who is having patience to read any book? Go and ask a 10th class fellow to read the 2nd class book, either English or science or whatever it is. He can't read. because right to education has given them a right to go up to 8th class without any problem. Everybody should be posted to 2nd class, 3rd class, up to 8th class without looking at what marks he got. It is the responsibility of the teacher and the school or a college to push him to 8th class without any detention. Great job. But what happened? Until 8th class, whatever is there is not a compulsory thing. He may or may not learn. He or she may not even know anything, but still up to 8th class, everyone is pushed. Absolutely, there is no doubt about it. All the formative years are gone to dogs. Gone to 8th class, what is the percentage? 10th class, what is the percentage of pass? Pass mark is 93.8. Education minister says, both Telangana and Andhra, or whoever it is, they say 93.8% pass. What are you doing? Whom are you, cheating? Everybody is pushed to the top. Same thing happened in engineering also. No detention.
Hello.
Yeah.
So can we begin your presentation, sir? I guess there's some network issue.
Yes.
Without any delay?
Can I share one?
Yeah, you can share your screen, sir.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Can you confirm that this thing is visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
I'm audible and my desktop is visible.
Yes, it's clear. You may begin, sir. Thank you.
So, shall I start or shall I wait for
I
Rao
guess
to get into?
he is online, but his audio and video is mute. So we may begin.
So, shall I start?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, time to time, you need to help me in confirming my audio and videos.
Yeah, sure. We'll do that, sir.
Yes. And what is the time? Suppose I am supposed to speak is half an hour, 30 minutes or 40 minutes?
40 minutes, sir.
40 minutes, okay.
Yes.
So it's around 5:25 according to my watch. So
yes.
I try to maintain the time.
Sure.
But anyhow, before 5 minutes, you can alarm me regarding the time also.
Okay, sir, sure.
Because we teachers are having a biological clock of 1 hour. So good evening to one and all dear participants. Just you have heard to the Kameswara Rao. He was talking about the Generation Z attitude and the issues which are related with the Generation Z. So technology has become inevitable. So everybody has to make use of the technology. And technology is definitely giving benefit, but still lot of things are to be carried out till it reach to each and everyone. So today I am going to speak on technology-based teaching in classroom. So let's begin what is told here. Myself, Dr. Vishal Datt. Good evening to one and all one more time. I am a professor in Faculty of Engineering and Technology, KBN University, Kalburgi. So this is my outline of the webinar. It starts with an introduction to the topic. Next is the technology assisted classroom. Next is interactive learning. Next is blended learning, flipped classroom, collaborative learning, and finally the conclusion. So before I start the introduction, I would like to have a confirmation about my audio and my PPT presentation.
Yes, sir. It's seen and it's clear.
Okay. Thank you. Let's start. So technology is not new to the education system, as already Rao has made it very clear. So it's a small recap, or you can say that one, how the technology has been used in education. Always people wanted to give best education to all the students. So keeping in this mind, so it all started with what you call broadcasting the audio lecturers on the radio. Then when the television has entered, so many what you call programs were designed. So in 70s, the first television has come. In 80s and up to 90s, there were many programs which were used to be run by the UGC to reach to the different caters of the people. So then comes the computer. So then comes the internet. So right now we are in a 21st century. So we are all well versed with the internet of the things. So technology in education is not a new thing. But during this COVID-19, technology in education is the biggest change in teaching we ever see. The rate at which the changes have taken place, it is almost accelerated, I can say that one. What development could have taken place in a decade, they have taken in a 2 to 3 months of time. So just have a what you call warm-up exercise too. That how this teaching has used to be there in the early days and during the COVID and after the COVID. So before COVID, chalkboard was very formal way of teaching, and class test, in-person conversations were the main focus of it. But even though many engineering colleges were shifted to the online teaching or the use of the projectors, it was there. But still, most of the people used to stick to the traditional one. Rightly pointed out by the Rao sir, there is the dearth of data about in the Indian context that what type of classroom activities are taking place inside it. How people are sharing and people are making some research and they are publishing papers. Now it is started, but majorly it was chalk and board, oral lesson, class test, and in-person conversation. So during the COVID-19, what happened? All of a sudden, what you call concept of virtual class has started. Rightly pointed out by Rao sir, nobody was heard about the Zoom. Everybody started hearing about the Zoom, Google Meet, so many things. People started discussing about which app is the best one. So how much data it is going to consume it, how to set up the classroom, how to share the screen, how to make use of the whiteboard, so how to prepare the PPTs effectively, so how to give the online assignment and how to evaluate online things, so how the interaction should take place. So these are so many issues were there as far as classroom is concerned. Earlier, the classroom teaching was very much isolated one. So now the classroom teaching has entered the bedrooms or the halls of every student. So right now, the teaching is not become isolation, now it has become a public one. So this has demanded so many things from the teaching. So most of the teachers were not aware of the technology. They were not aware of the how things to be carried out on online. But I must salute all the teachers for doing excellent work. So with whatever little knowledge they have, with whatever innovative idea they have never stopped the teaching process. Rather, I must say that one, they have not never stopped the learning process. But during this, all the things, the students are also learned a lot of things that so what the online things going to demand it and how to share the things on online with the teacher and how to communicate with the teacher online. So many issues were there. So when at the beginning, most of the people thought that one this what we call technology is a culprit one. So slowly after 1 year, 1 month or 2 months, we started appreciating it. It's a human nature. Any change we are not going to accept it in the beginning. So let me conclude this what we call a small subtopic on during this COVID-19 with the conclusion that one, the teacher and students now they are well versed with the technology which has been used for online teaching. Let's say that one have made what we call a categorization between what we call it as a before COVID and after COVID. This is the my coronavirus is there. So after this COVID, I mean that when we in October when we going to join the classes, then what sort of things we should be there? Where should we carry this technology to the classroom or not? So probably I will be focusing on the technology to be used in the physical classroom rather than the online classroom. So online classroom already we are all well versed with this one, but the similar kind of activity also we can carry out in the offline. So when we enter what we call in October, we will be talking about the education 4.0. This is quite similar to our revolution which has taken place in industry. It is nothing to do with that one, but it's a thing to show that. So we are all making use of the Internet of Things very much effectively in order to gain more learning experiences. So it will be all digital learning, it will be all active learning, it will be all blended learning, and it will be a time to implement the flipped classroom. So this is how what I call our teaching technology in classroom has moved from what I call radio to the IoT. Let's have a look at what is the technologically assisted classroom look like. Primary, I will be talking on the physical one. Digital boards will be there, Wi-Fi will be there, learning management systems will be there. We will be using the digital device, laptop will be there, tablets will be there, so mobiles will be there. There was an era that we used to restrict the mobile entry into the classrooms or in the college itself. So now a time has come. Now we are supposed to allow these digital devices in the classroom itself. So we can go for the paperless techniques. We can go for the digital rooms. These are some of the tools which are quite familiar with us, which are being technologically enabled for us to carry out the effective learning process. So basically, we will be how this technology is going to affect on classroom teaching and learning process. So basically, now everything has been what you call shifted to the platforms. So we will be at the core. We will be talking about the devices. These are all the devices: laptop, mobile, tab is there, cloud is there. Now everything is cloud-based one. So nobody need to store anything in their what you call devices. Right now, this particular webinar also has been developed in such a way that one there is no need to download the app or anything. Straight away, everything will be taken care by at the cloud itself. So your browser settings will take care of the things. So we are in a education 4.0. So connectivity is not an issue. If somewhere here and there may be issues, may be there. There may be disruptions will be there, but there definitely there is no dearth of what you call connectivity is there. Nearly in urban areas, nearly 60 to 70% of the connectivity is there. Still, there is a questions are there about the urban areas. But keeping this all in mind, so we will see that one, how the technology can help me in classroom, thinking that I'm making use of all these tools with me. So basically, it will allow you to engage more. The interaction between the student and teacher will be more if the classroom is a technology enabled one, because the students are informed students. So already they are also familiar with the online teaching. We are also familiar with the online teaching. So we can already we are making use of many learning management systems such as Google Classroom is there, School D is there, or some colleges have developed their own. So it means what? Even we go to the physically to the classroom, but we will be interacting on these platforms. So this way, in this way, there will be more engaged environment will be there in the classroom, whether it is an online classroom or whether it is a offline classroom. Okay, because we are sharing the digital material with the students. So it may be in the form of a PowerPoint presentation, or it may be in the form of PDF, or it may be in the form of small videos. So definitely, so technology is going to give you more engagement between the student and the teacher. If you consider it an online, it is 24/7. If you consider the offline one, so it is going to enhance the learning experience in the classroom. Because of a engagement with the students, we can ask the students to come prepared, or at least students will be having an idea about what is going to be taught in this particular class. So this earlier it was absolutely a blind thing was that there was no communication between the students and the teacher. So this is all about what we call it as a more engaged environment the technology is going to create it. So much of the things is going to be automated. The routine work, say that one, for example, the making of the list of the students, taking of the attendance is there, scheduling of the test is there, submission of the assignment is there, and this automation, which is again basically based on what we call it as a cloud computer or a cloud platforms. So anybody, it became a independent of the what you call device. You can log in from mobile, you can log in from the tablet, you can log in from your own mobile, you can log in from any type of device, from anybody's device. So all things we can have. So even you can go with what we call it as a we can have a FAQ for your subjects. Okay, frequently asked questions. So whenever you visit any website or everywhere you will find what we call it as a FAQs are there. So definitely we can use this cloud system to find what we call it as a SAQs. So you can use this FAQs for your subjects. What is normally questions like that one, where this particular subject is used, what are the prerequisite things are required to study this one, so what are the learning objectives are there, what are the outcomes are there. This everything you can share it with the student prior to that one. So according to that you can conduct the what we call it as a continuous evaluation. Also another factor, so which is going to help me in automation. So it means what? So my regular IA tests, my slip test, okay. So these are all going to take care of the what you call time schedule and marks awarded. So this is what I am going to say in this particular subtopic of what we call it as a automated routine tasks. So let's look at this, what the competency based. The teaching and learning will become competency based. What I mean by that, this competency based, because we are all using this learning, what you call e-learning platforms. Okay, so we can track the what you call progress of the each students. Google Classroom or learning management system will allow me to track the progress of the students. So we in regular classes, what happens is that one, say we will be speaking the tech content considering the average students. Now whether it is a offline or whether it is a online. So particularly I will be talking about the offline. That's all students are physically present in the classroom. So still also you can teach the students based on their competency. So how I will try to explain you, because if a particular assignment is given to the students, so students will submit the assignment. So you can track that, which student has submitted, who has not submitted, that you can do it. Or you can give a very simple task in the classroom itself using the same LMS. So students can log in from their mobiles or their tabs or their laptops, so they can communicate with you. So now you are free to take a round around the classroom. Now you can go to the e-students. You will come to know that one who is doing the activity, who is not doing the activity. If any particular student is lagging it there, so definitely you can give him extra time or you can give extra tips to that, tips to that particular student. So in earlier offline classes or physical classroom, this was not possible because technology keep all the students engaged together. So we can say that one, there will be 100% what you call participation will be there in the classroom by the students. So next one is I'm going to talk about the additional resource. So Rao sir taught what you call rightly pointed out, there is no dirt for what you call resources. PDF 1 or 2 website is talked about where lot of what you call PDF format of e-books are available there. The only advantage with the technology in the classroom is that one, you can reach to the best of the resources which are available. Right, let's consider that one in the classroom itself. I'm talking about the physical classroom itself. So if the classroom is Wi-Fi enabled, as already I told that one, I'm assuming all these things are there within the class, in that particular institute or in that particular classroom. So with that one, directly we can take the students to the website where the companies are manufacturing a particular part. So for example, if I say that when I am teaching a robotics, if I talk about the sensors which have been used in the robots, I will be telling them the principle, but which companies are doing the producing those particular components. So what are the uses of that one, how they look like, so that we can show it to the people or we can share it to the people in online using the online platforms. So any hello, I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
I found some disturbances there.
Okay.
Okay, now shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So there is what you call countless number of resources are there, as rightly pointed out by the Rao sir. That one, it's very difficult to check that one which is very available one. So here teacher's role will come. You can pick it and he can share it to the students. The next one is lot of experiments. So because of that one, the whole education system or the process of education is dependent on the pedagogy which has been adopted by the teacher. So teacher can go with number of methods to teach his students. This is the very biggest advantage. A very simple thing, we can say that one teacher can take a pre-poll and he can come to know that one what is the level of the students at the beginning of a particular chapter. So similarly, you can check how much people have followed it, or how much of what is the output of that particular period or that particular course by conducting quiz one more time. So these are all possible. Already we are all familiar with the Google Forms, which we used to do it in online. The same thing, even we can do it in physical classroom also. At a click of a button, the link will be shared to all the students. So a few minutes time, the students will reply to that one. We will have a count of that one. So how many have given right answers, how many have given the wrong answers. Another very important aspect of what we call technology-based classroom is the differential learning styles. Okay, so we can cater to the different learning styles of the students. So it is already said that one in physical classroom, so we can read the faces. If you talk about the online classrooms, we can read the student's mind. So our learning management systems are definitely a way by which we can definitely understand what is going in the students, what we call mind in it. So we can take the personalized learning to suit the differential learning, because the technology is assisting us in our classroom, whether it is online, whether it is offline. These are the certain what we call statistics which have been used to substantiate that the technology is definitely going to help us. Very three what we call major reasons which I found it here, that one. So why teachers should use the what we call technology in the classroom. So it says that 76% of the things adopt the diverse learning styles. It's a very difficult one. Let me repeat that thing. So as a teacher, we always carry out the things in physical classroom on an average student. When we go on an average approach, those who are fast learners, we call them, we cannot cater to them. And slow learners, we cannot help them out. Whereas in this what we call technology-based classroom, we can. Definitely it is going to boost the students. 76% of the people will say that one, it is going to boost the students. Among 76%, hello, hello,
Yes, sir.
some disturbance I am finding it.
Is it clear now,
Now it be
sir?
okay. Okay, will it be correct?
Yes.
Yes. 1 second. Again, the disturbance is there. Now. Can you look into the matter? Shall I share?
So I guess not here.
My audio is clear?
No, sir. It's not.
Now?
No, sir.
I am audible. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So voice is
Voice is clear, madam? Hello?
So can you join the link?
Hello?
So I guess you have joined
I'm
two
audible,
links.
madam. So what I should do?
You can just close this tab and join once again. You can
Okay.
stop. Yeah.
Shall I close this complete tab?
Yes, sir. And just join that link again. Dr. Vishal, can you hear us? Hello.
Hello?
See, now it is showing logged in.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Ah, I think okay. So shall I
Yes,
share
yes.
the screen
Yes, sir.
myself?
Yeah, you can share the screen.
Yes. Select a screen or a window, something it is asking entire screen, I will go with that. Now my PPT is shared.
Yes, sir. We can see that. You can put it on full screen.
Now my PPT is visible.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. So thank you for confirmation. I am very sorry that one I
No
could
problem.
not.
No problem, sir. You may
Okay.
continue.
Yes, yes, yes. So these were the some statistics I was talking about. At 76% say that adopt to diverse learning styles and boost the students' motivation. Uh, Let me look at the student side. Student side also we are having what you call lot of positive things. 59% people feel that one their mobile has enhanced their learning. This is what the Rao sir is going to deal with. So 20% of students found registering. It is the growth of student registering into the online courses. And 1 in 5 students is going to use the mobile app for course organizing. And students use digital textbooks, 6 in 10. So on teacher side, if you look at it, now 91% of the teachers are going to make use of these computers. So 5 teachers are already started taking the real world problems. So teacher also analyzing the data for understanding the learning style of the students. So teachers have started attending lot of conferences to enhance their existing knowledge. And even students and teachers are making use of social networking or social media to exchange the learning experiences. We live in a digital world and technology is a life skill. So it is essential that one our students are digital savvy, but important point is that one they should know which app to be used, which is the right way to make use of this technology. Just look at this interactive learning aspects. So we We can make use of what we call it as a clickers. These clickers are nothing but similar to what we call it as a electronic devices which we used to see it in KBC, at Kaun Banega Crorepati, when people ask go for a polling, there will be voting meters were there. The same picture I have put it, but there is now no need to have any physical devices. On software itself, the clickers are available. As we are using the what you call mobile device or tablet or computer or laptop in the classroom, so very much we can make use of this clicker for polling purposes, for surveys. So we are all well versed with this online polling already. The same thing we can use it for our coursework also. Next is that one we can make use of a cooperative and collaborative activity, think, pair and share. So this learning management system which allows you to share the different topics to the different students. So we can give different topics to certain groups. We can make the groups. Individually you can share particular topic, then you can allow them to think about it, then they can share with their partners, then they can share it to the classroom. In this way we can make use of it. If you are technologically aware, you can make use of a interactive whiteboard or digital boards, where these I'm talking about the touch screens. So even you can go for what we call it as a virtual labs. Okay, as far as theory, not only in theory, in practicals also you can make use of an interactive one using the virtual labs are there. So let me figure out which what I call generally we make use of this one. I will talk. I will show you the later one. So virtually you can conduct the labs. So suppose say that one I have explained the theory part of it in the classroom. Instantly I can go to the practical, or instantly I can take students to the real world application. So this kind of simulation will make our learning more interactive. So already we are familiar that the quizzing is the one of the factors. Already most of the teachers have taken online quizzes by using the Google Forms. So we are one step we have to go ahead and we have to create games. Kahoot is there, quizzes are there. These are the different platforms, so where you can create your own games. Even Moodle will also allow you to prepare your games. Even Moodle will allow you to give you the badges, awards to the students, so that students can get more interest in this learning. See, it's not only important for our students to consume the digital data, even they should be capable of creating their own digital data. So for that also, we have to make a interactive session with the students, ask them to prepare or make a presentation on a particular topic or the topic which you have covered it in that particular class. So ask them to write 1 minute paper. Let them make comments using this what you call learning management systems. So this is how this student-centric method can, student-created content can also be encouraged. So in this way, so we can have a lot of scopes are there where we can do the interactive. To speak it should to be very good and easier one. But when it comes to the practical one, a lot of challenges are there. But definitely with the time, as we adjusted with the online platforms, within a one month or 2 months, similarly, so we are also going to get mastery in this one, because the total instructional methods which we used to do it in before COVID have to be totally changed, and apart from that one, everything is to be digitized. So in digitizing the thing, there are two challenges. One, teachers are not well aware of the technology. Second thing is it's a time consuming one. So many things were shared during the COVID. I am sharing three big pictures here, very popular pictures in social media. Jugards, they made certain jugards to see to that one the online classes are going on in a similar way. So we have to do some jugards to make this what you call interactive learning possible in our offline classes. Why I'm talking about the offline classes is the reason is that simple. Right now we are till October we are doing it in online. From October we have to go to the offline classes. I want students and teachers to shift seamlessly from online to offline, offline to online. This seamless transition can only take place if you have a technology based online classroom or technology based offline classroom. So Moodle, Google Classroom will allow you to do all the things. Google Documents, Google Document, Google Slide. So these will help the students to create their own. This is drawing, this is slide, this is document. Kohir is there, quizzes are there. So YouTube will allow you to take you to the directly the implementation of particular concept. So even you can go to the CNC simulators are there, virtual labs are there. Theory and lab we can have hand to hand in interactive class, which is technologically based. So let me share this what you call small two videos where I implemented this what you call technology based classrooms. So no need to have any audio here, just look at that one. So here I'm asking the students to share the video which is being prepared by me and shared in the classroom. It's what about what we call a numerical, which I have solved it in a digital format and shared it in the video. I'm asking the students to watch it in the video. It's a very short video I made it. So one more video I'm showing you where the students are using this what we call virtual lab. So in lab they are conducting the what we call exercise. Everybody have got their own mobiles opened up there. So everybody is conducting the what we call virtual experiments. So this will allow to have what we call it as a personalized learning. Okay, I think there may be an internet issue because of that. Share may not be properly taking place. Let me share one more time. Okay, so let me stop the sharing this one. So interactive classes are possible with some jugaad right now. Okay, so blended learning, and let me talk about it. So blended learning is nothing but it's a use of online method inside and outside the classroom. This is a very important one. Most of the people, we feel that blended learning is only restricted to this. So madam, can you confirm my audio and video? Hello? Yes, my audio and video is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So blended learning doesn't stop here itself. These are the other aspects of the blended learning. That is, you can blend the different instructional methods. You can blend the different delivery methods. We restricted ourselves to the delivery methods. It is not so. Blended learning can make a mix of what we call lectures, discussions, guided practices, going through the games, case studies, simulations. So discussions was not possible in our without technological what we call assistant. With the technological assistant, using your Google Classroom itself, which is a learning management system, even WhatsApp you can use it. You can use different forums. If you are using a Moodle, there also it will give you the what you call a platform to discuss. Even if you are using any online app, there also will be having a platform where you can have a discussion. So discussion will definitely lead to the better learning experiences. So different scheduling also we can think of it. So already we say that one what we call flipped classroom is one of the blended type of the learning where we expect students to do everything in home and come prepared to the classroom. We can blend it at individual level. We can blend at instruction level, instructor or instructor to the group, instructor to the individual, or any other expert to the what you call expert can lead the what you call discussion or the particular classroom, or students can also can give this one. When we talk about the active learning, I talking about the few techniques there. So where the students will going to drive the classroom. So even social learning also we can use it as a blended way of learning process. Okay, so this is I hope it is visible, madam.
Yes, it's visible. We will
Yes.
wind up in 5 minutes, sir. Then we will move on to Rao sir's presentation.
Yes, yes, yes. I will wind up in 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, fine, sir.
So yes, blended learning is going to give you. You can use YouTube, blogs, website, and LMS. So these are all the things which you can use it as a digital tools to blended learning. As I what you call shown in the previous slide, you can blend anything. So this was the most important point of the blended thing is that one. So the teacher will be available. So when most students needed one, this is the highlight of the blended one. Okay. So let me go to the next slide. The role of the faculty in blended learning is going to differ. Faculty need to do designing of the curriculum, design instructional method, set high expectations, create an environment for participation, and he has to provide expanded opportunity. Now students are supposed to organize the content, they need to summarize for the discussion, they have to be active learning, they need to talk about the higher order learning. This is a one small survey which is conducted by me in my classroom, and this was before COVID. This statistics is before COVID, and only I'm showing you the statistics which has been what we call strongly agreed by the students. So different levels I given strongly agreed, totally not agreed, disagree. Okay, so 51% of the people say that one. When I use the combination of this blackboard and what you call video, they say that one, their learning level has been enhanced. Okay, so 44% say that one, it is prepared them better to take up the quizzes and the tests. 46% of the people say that one. So allowing asking questions in the classroom, open questions and sharing videos will definitely allow them towards the active learning. 36% of the people say that one, the same blended learning can be adopted for the other courses. So flipped classroom, totally the flipped classroom, totally it differs from the blending. So where it differs from the blending, so that we will, I have made a list here. So I'm not going to talk about the differences. What I'm going to talk or I'm going to highlight is that one, in case of flipped classroom, it is 180-degree shift. And remember, in flipped classroom, clear-cut instructions are there that all lower order thinking activities to be done by the students as a homework, and it works on behavioristic approach. Student have to learn everything which belong to the lower order, like remembering and understanding. Only in the classroom students are allowed to talk about the higher order activity. This is based on constructive approach. Okay, and students are need to be collaborated to find a solution. So as I said, it is a constructive approach. This is categorically everything is explained in case of flipped classroom. This is only successful. So when you have a highly motivated students and highly motivated teacher with 100% digital literacy and 100% what you call digital devices with you. So collaborative learning is one more very important one. I will take another 5 minutes, ma'am. I will be winding up. So collaborative learning basically has got 5 elements to it, this one. So when we ask the students to do the activity in a group, so definitely there will be help. They need to take the help from one another. So this is going to help them in a better what you call understanding of each other. It means what they are going to share the resources and skills. So this will make positive interdependence, face-to-face introduction. They learn how to behave in a group and how to take the accountability. They try to understand how to develop the interpersonal relationship and how to progress in team. So what challenges are there? The challenges are technological classroom can be a distraction because it has already happened that one we will be taking the class and where the people will be logged into the WhatsApp and they may be doing something. This is a very common complaint which we got it in online and as well as offline also. So technology can foster for the teaching. This is also we faced many problems when we conducted online tests. This is one for the one more thing is that digital divide is that every student is not possible to get this access and these digital devices. That also one of the challenges. Teachers are struggling to know the new technology and making learning more fun and effective. So we need to adopt more techniques or we have to learn and adopt it. So students have to search for a suitable resource. This is what Rao sir has already pointed out. And Rao sir is going to talk about how this mobile technology can helpful for in learning the activities and what challenges are there. So all institutes are not ready for the education 4.0. So a lot of digitization in the classroom, lot of digitization is to be needed. If at all it is presently there, but that is not enough to cater to the 100% requirement of the teacher. Finally, so we need to develop the appropriate softwares or application for our own students. Most common application, most common softwares may not suit for our students. So hence we need to develop that. These are the challenges. So what conclusions I can draw finally is that technology can be highly effective tool, but need training to the teacher and students. What we did it, so we are never considering the students as a part of the what you call online process or the outcome education process, whether it is an active learning process. So we are not been training the students about all these things. In my opinion, students is our 50% partner. We need to teach him. We have to take the confidence on him because we have to try to understand his mentality, his attitude. So this all will be covered by the Rao unless and until we address all these issues. The technology is not going to help us in the learning part. Digital education generates so not only listening, we should able to prepare the students for the personalized instructions, learning collaboration. So that environment will allow the students to create their own digital content. It is time consuming, might become more labor intensive, but in the end, technology in education can open doors to new experiences, new difficulties, new ways of learning and collaborating. So 21st century success depends on not only on consumption of what you call digital content. It not only depends on digital content, so it depends on effective and collaborative creators of digital content demonstrating the competencies developed during the learning. Finally, true technology in classroom is always the understanding your own students and enriching them with life skills. Technology is only a tool, but the real learning experience happens between the teacher and the students. They should have a symbiotic relationship between them. And as a mother knows her child perfectly, she knows which suits his own child. In the same way, the teachers know that one, which technology suits their students, which software suits their students, so which pedagogy suits their students. So hence, technology is not going to replace the teachers, only it is going to aid the more learning experience for the students. Sensible use of technology can enhance the education. With this, I conclude my presentation. And final quote is that education is not learning of fact, but training of minds to think. Probably Rao sir is going to deal with the generation Z and mobile use in learning process. So thank you for listening to my patiently with a lot of interruption in between. Thank you. I think I will be back
Yes,
to
sir. Thank you,
Saila.
sir. And I think in between Dr. Rao sir, he got disconnected and he'll be joining us soon.
Yes. Meantime, if any questions are there,
Yes,
I can take up.
Hear that. Attendees, if you have any questions, please write to us in the chat box and we'll be answering to the questions. We have a question here from Ms. Pooja Sharma. She would like to know about the evaluation tools which can be used during online teaching.
Okay, evaluation tool she is asking. Okay. As far as evaluation tools are concerned, there are two type of evaluation tools I can suggest for you. So both are from the Google itself. So one is using the Google Forms, which will be helpful for what you call evaluating the multiple MCQs. As far as formative type of this evaluation is concerned, again we have two options in the Google Classroom. One I suggest it as a hybrid type of approach, which is feasible one, that I'm talking about it. You can schedule your question paper in the Google Classroom as an assignment, and students will download that particular question paper. They write it on the paper, they scan it, and they will share with you. So you in Google Classroom you have an option to set up the rubrics. So using these rubrics, we can digitally evaluate the question papers. As far as how it looks like, I would like to take the simile. If you are from the Karnataka, if you are using the digital evaluation of our technological university, that is VTU, it looks to be similar. This is the one way. Another way is that in Google Classroom itself, question is there where you can type in the question. The students can submit you the descriptive type of the answer there itself. That descriptive type of question, teacher can go through it and he can grade in the classroom itself. The only limitation is that one, you need to make different questions, a different question assignment for all the questions. I hope that one I sufficiently answered.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. And we have one more question here, which is from Andre Clay. And he would like to know, how can we ensure the quality of learning online and modular or offline be the same?
Can you repeat one more time? Is there any provision?
How can we ensure the quality of online learning online and modular or offline be the same?
offline, last point I didn't get it. Offline?
Or modular, be the same.
Modular. Okay, okay. So the only way to get the confirmation is to conduct what we call it as a quizzes, taking continuous feedback from the students. Okay, that is the one way of doing this one. The continuous taking feedback, we call it as an assessment. This assessment is nothing but it is taken over a period of time. So you have to assess the students time to time, and you have to keep on guiding the students to improve
చెప్పండి సార్.
on. You can keep on rectifying it where he'll having the lapses. The same thing you can implement it for the offline also.
Okay, okay.
So learning
So,
management system will provide this one.
yes, sir. Thank you. And we have some repeated questions asking how can we monitor the students and how can we engage them in online teaching?
Okay. So this is the what you call monitoring is a difficult task. Monitoring is a difficult one. The only way to monitor the digital classroom is that instead of teacher, we have to change our role to the police. I personally don't believe in this one. Only thing what we can do to keep the student engaged is that one. So to while you take the online classes, make sure that one your content is properly designed. Okay. So whatever is available on the online screen should create some what you call curiosity in the students. So unless and until this curiosity is not presented on the screen of the students, so they are not going to be engaged. So probably very simple tip I can give you. In between the classroom itself, all the all the systems, whichever you are using it, if you are using the PowerPoint presentation, a simple what you call a button like W and D will make your screen blank. It will make the screen white all of a sudden, or it will make the what you call your screen what you call dark. In this way, you can take the attention of the students. So you can on PPT, if you right click it, it will show you the shortcut keys. This is another one. So one more I can suggest you that one in between put a question to the students for whatever 10-15 minutes students minutes you have learned it. So put a question, wait for a second till the students reply to that one in the chat box. Once sufficient people students have answered your question and go. Okay. So I think these are the simple tips which can help you in keeping the students engaged in online. So this is from my side.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I think Dr. Rao, sir, he is online. Dr. Rao, sir, can you listen to us? Can you hear us? He has joined. I guess we'll be moving on to his presentation.
It will take long time. I think maybe we can do it later.
Can you hear us, sir?
I can hear you. Are you in a position to hear me? Are you hearing me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you now, sir.
No, my point is already 6:30. This itself will take 1 hour. Maybe I can
Hello.
speak a word.
So you may begin.
Closing remarks. See, closing remarks we will give and then close it for today. My presentation will take 1 hour.
Can you hear us, sir?
I am hearing you. What about me?
Hello.
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Hello? Hello? Are you in a position to listen to me?
Hello.
I can listen to
Can
you.
you listen me?
Yeah, but I guess his voice is not audible and he's not able to listen to us.
Hello? Hello?
So you may begin your presentation, sir. If you can listen to us.
Hello? What about me? What about you? You are listening to me? Am I audible?
Yes, Rao sir, you are audible.
Ah,
You can take up, sir. So you can take off
no,
for
my,
another half an hour. You can take up, sir, because there is lot of interruption was there because of the network issues.
Network issues.
Yes, you can take it, sir. You can. I request you to make it short because we don't want to lose your comments on this generation change. So still some
okay, okay.
considerable number of participants are there in the
Yes,
room,
yes.
and most of the
Please, you may
people yet
begin,
have
sir.
joined with the
Okay,
yes, yes, YouTube.
then quickly pass on each one. Just give me only 1 minute. I'll
Yes,
quickly cover the portion in half an hour. Okay.
yes, sir.
Next,
Yes.
next, next slide,
Thank
please.
you.
Next slide. Next slide, please. Next slide.
Probably there is no connection, sir.
Connection gone.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
But can I? Can the
Yes, now it has come, sir.
slides be
You can go.
So you can press on the next by yourself at the bottom as we move.
Can you give me? How can I? How can I move? Okay. So Generation Z is the latest generation who was born between 2001 to 2020. So this generation is see what happens is human being learns from past experience. And we say that human beings evolve. That means they learn from the earlier generation where they failed, where they succeeded, what are the problems existing. So they continuously change. That is what we are seeing every 20 years, the and functioning of the human beings. That is why this generation Z is categorized, is poised to transform the way we learn, buy, work, and live. How can our schools best prepare these individuals now? And how can we take advantage of the opportunities the generation will usher in? Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide.
Sir, there is a button is there. You can click it on next slide, sir. It will be visible to you.
What is there?
At the bottom itself it is
Okay.
there. Yes, sir.
Which one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see these generation is also called as post-millennial generation. I think earlier some lectures I gave mostly on millennials who are about 40-45 years of age. Now their children are now what we call it as Generation Z. They are also called as post-millennials after the millennials. They are also called as centennials. They are also called as iGen, the founders and the sharing generation. So this is everybody gives some time, but my understanding is Gen Z starts from 2001 and up to until recent. So still being born today, and 2020 that is the stop. So this generation, whatever I am going to present will be mostly from the US statistics because this is not being tried in India. In fact, in India, we don't even know what is millennials. It's a new word for us. Millennials. All these generation names are not being used either by media or by educationists or by government. Nowhere you will find this behavioral understanding which is being done mostly in US. Even Europe also, I don't know. Except in US, these generational type of typical behaviors are not being studied nor even exchanged. If you look at today, mobile teaching, even now when Dr. Datt or me talk about this mobile teaching, it is purely theoretical right now. Unless and until governments agree that we completely avoid, or rather in classroom we can use mobile, we can't in fact implement any of the mobile teaching technologies. It was purely theoretical. Whatever Dr. Datt or me are presenting in this particular lecture, is theoretical. How much of it can be accepted? Because so many independent government boards are there, top government institutions are there, and education is political now. So many problems are there. It's not only commercial, it's highly political because politicians are making education free, to K-12, so and so, no fees to be paid. So this way, education has become more commercial and political, very fact. That's why even though we make so many presentations, we make so many proposals, the implementation of it and bringing them to reality is a big question mark. But what we are assuming, myself and Dr. Datt, is that in coming years, because is going to exist next year also, latest situation is that 2021 also you may not get any vaccine. If at all it is so, will there be a classroom teaching? Will there be classroom teaching either in schools or in universities? Still not known. There is a prediction that US universities all will be slowly converted to academies, digital academies. So they will be giving online coaching center even for US, from US to India, or anywhere. You see, because the internet is everywhere available, and I can give a course charging some money in the world. US universities also lectures and courses courses. So this is what we are seeing as a future. Generation Z is a very typical generation. Even in also we are facing it, but we are not openly talking about it. Unfortunately, that is the thing. In India, right now, what is happening? New education policy is announced by central government. You all know that new education policy is having lot of changes which are going to be brought. That first of all affiliated engineering colleges will be slowly ignored, whether closed or whatever it is. Slowly, all affiliated engineering colleges will not have any role to play in new education. And then only universities will be the ones, open universities, digital universities, only those things are going to survive. That's why about 5 to 6 universities are newly added in Telangana, AP. So mostly central government is going to take over. Most state government will be involved in running the education system after maybe 1 year, 2 years, whatever it is already planned, and it may be executed within 1 or 2 years. So if that is so, they have already recognized that the present education is only rote learning, and this rote learning will not do any help. The rote learning means by hearting and spitting. All our examination systems also are very old, traditional. Every exam is a question mark. And being liberal, what happened is all education has come to standstill. Naam ke vaste, education is going on, certificates are there, but of no use. Job, ultimately, a job is what is more important. Not just learning how to do. Even those things also, if learning is only by hearting and spitting, nothing will be learned. So, absolutely, there is a need for all these students to be trained to learn the language English first. English is an international language, not just one subject. That's exactly what is happening. On mobile, lot of English learning apps are there. People can use. On mobile, there are many pdfdrive.com, archive.com, such websites are there. You can search any book and get the book and try to read on the mobile itself. So what I am trying to say is, unless and until the mental makeup changes in this country, that by hearting and spitting will not do, and people have to learn to write in their own words. Very, very important. Understanding doesn't mean that just okay, you just nod your head and say I have understood. But what I mean by real understanding is capability to rewrite in your own words, not missing the points. Is it happening? That is what is expected in the new education policy. So a lot of English learning apps are there on websites, this mobile. Go and download them and try to utilize them and learn. Similarly, if you want to learn any science, any artificial intelligence, mobile technologies, go to YouTube. YouTube is available on your mobile. Go to YouTube, search for these topics. I can tell you thousands, millions of YouTube videos are there which can help you if you are having that inquisitiveness to learn. Online learning, so many people comment about it because they never did it. They never went to a YouTube and saw the videos. Only, whichever is appearing as an advertisement, they are only listening to that. That will not do. If you want to really learn, I'm telling you, just connect your YouTube to any big screen. You can see a lot of videos teaching various subjects, all types of subjects. Deep learning, artificial intelligence, mobile technology, whatnot. Material is there, but we are not geared. Governments are not encouraging this. Just even so many corporate colleges are there. They are also not buying this idea. Even PPTs, they tell you don't do it. They will only recommend only blackboard teaching. They're all traditional even now. But students are not having any patience to look at a board, write any notes. So the practical problem is unless and until we turn to mobile teaching, because everywhere in the every class you can find students having mobile in the hand. If that is so, there is an absolute need to turn to mobile teaching, like what we are doing, not only while COVID is there, even otherwise also slowly bring it to the classroom, and everybody is having the cell phone, latest cell phone 4G, and whatever facilities are there, whatever apps are there on that, we can download and start using them. That particularly I am telling you, language, English language learning apps are many. If you search, you'll find many apps trying to give you how to educate yourself, particularly writing your own essays, writing your own sentences, and things like that. There's a lot of artificial intelligence learning which is available, but it is only you have to take initiative. You have to be inspired. You have to do it. Maybe some people can train you, but again they charge you. Why to pay so much of money, and unless and you practice it, you will not learn. Basic problem I am seeing, because I am a very experienced teacher. I have seen many batches, many generations. My conclusion is that unless you are having an urge to learn, you will find all these things which are being told now. No such thing is being done for exam. All-in-one guides they read. 20 questions there by heart and spit. हो गया exam. Again favored. 20 mark fellow is made 70 mark fellow. The moderation they say. Pass percentage is to be maintained. So also problem, one can make use of it if you are keen in practice makes man perfect is a word which is not just a statement. Unless and until you practice, you can't learn a single bit of knowledge. Doesn't mean that by hearting and spitting. It is particularly the capability that you earn and learn to write in your own words, whatever language it is, whether it is your own mother tongue or whether it is English or any other language, unless you practice, learn to write in your own words without mistakes, speak also. All these skills which are there, which are necessary for getting a job, like these are called life skills. All these skills only now that people are chanting, but not learning. That is my concern. And employability, even now, the latest statistics is 85% of the degree holders, 85% of pass outs in 12th class, they don't have any knowledge of writing in their own words or speaking in their own words. So, not 85% is a very big number. That means very few people, 15% means that only self-interest people are getting some employability, others are not fit for it. So there is something very seriously wrong with our education system. Seriously wrong. And the technology which is there also is not being used because no patience. No patience for searching. Unless and until you have patience for searching, learning about each app also, just download and only do one or two cases, that is not enough. You have to practice. Not only that, there are about 118 plus 58, which is 176 apps which are being banned from whatever Chinese apps. What are they? What for they are used? What are their characteristics? How they actually catch all your data and pass it on to others. One very important fact I would like to share with you. Point is that information is money now. Google, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and all these organizations are information-based organizations which are making millions of dollars. How are they getting money? They are getting money by sharing this information with those people in a commercial way. They are getting this information because we're all on the Facebook, we're all on the net, we're all on the Google. So every bit of our movement, even in WhatsApp, whatever messages we are giving, whatever videos we are posting, everything is being monitored by government. Anytime they can get the information, what sort of chatting you did, how you have harassed somebody, how you have manipulated someone, everything can be updated. So all this data which we are sharing in the Facebook or Google, searching also, Google searching, that app that actually monitors what you are searching for. If you are searching for some particular topic, then it will show many other related documents which are related to this subject. Monitoring. So information monitoring, information searching, all these things are becoming a very important, useful as well as difficult. Very careful. You must be very careful while sharing anything on email also. You can't write a email with derogatory. If you write a derogatory email, they can go to court, produce their email. Email is an official document. Not many people know about it. And whatever you are writing and posting in WhatsApp is monitored by government. They can get this entire data and put you behind bars. These are issues which are not being understood by people, understood by students, understood by the entire public, because nobody is there to warn you about this. Why? Because net is there everywhere now. Even in villages it is there. So my request to all of you, not much time is there for me. That's why I am saying my request to you is explore all apps, go through them. Superficial talk is of no use. You people, whatever way you can, get hold of the apps, download them, know the features. If you want to know about the app, again, YouTube is there. Lot of videos are there on each app, I'm telling you. On each app, you can have so many videos. So information is there. Only thing you people should have is patience. Urge. If your urge is very high, you can eat anything. You can get anything on internet. So many things are there. You will be surprised when you actually dig deep into each and every website. So much of material, so many blogs are there. So much of material in some of these websites which I told you, pdfdrive.com. You can note down. pdfdrive.com. Lot of books are there. All in different types of book form, EPUB, PDF, and whatnot. So the main that we are definitely going to have a mobile teaching in the classroom also, because students are getting mobile and they will be continuously watching WhatsApp if you don't care. They will not be listening to you on the blackboard or whiteboard, whatever it is. Their patience levels are very low. They cannot concentrate more than 8 to 10 minutes. Later to that, they will try to drift. You have to, at least after 10 minutes you should stop and then try to give some other task or go around and just have a small question, answer, then give a gap, then again another 10 minutes. Like that you have to teach. Otherwise, nobody is going to listen to you in the classroom. The second thing that I want to tell you is, let them start listening to you only with the mobile in hand. So ask them Google search for this so and so topic. Wikipedia is there. Any question, answer can be given by Wikipedia. Wikipedia is there anything. If you want to know about anything, basically, a lot of material is there on Wikipedia, which is a website. And I'm telling you, so it's all you have to inquire, you have to investigate, you have to put effort. And even though teachers may tell you, unless you practice, you can't learn. Unfortunately, so much is there to learn. So many, tools are there. So many strategies are there. But unless and until individual is having enough interest, a craze. Actually, if you are crazy, you can learn more. But unfortunately, the present generation is a cell phone generation. All the while, they are only trying to enjoy life. They are not serious about work. If you ask them what is work, they will not know. And what about getting a job? They are not bothered about the job also, because parents are there to take care of. So lot of problems are there with this generation. Everybody wants a degree. So degree is available now. By heart and spit, write the exam and get the degree. But what are of use? Unless you have the skill, unless you have the employability, which is a requirement, which is satisfied, you can't get a job. You can't even run the business. I'm telling you, if you want to run the business also, you need to have the communication skill. People attend the spoken English lectures and all that for 3 months, 4 months. They attend the classes. They write some notes. No practice. After the class is over, certificate is given. That's his fellow is very happy to have the certificate in his hand. But where is the practice? None of these things can be learned without practice, my dear friends. No use of simply blah blah talking and nice talking. Nice talking is not going to bring you to reality. Please ponder over the basic problem of employability. Why only 85% are non-employable, 15% only are employable? What is the use of getting a certificate? Something after 2 years, I think it's new government, the new education policy is going to wipe out all these things. We will not be having UGC and AICTE also, they will be closed. There will be some other which is something very close to these things, but it will be directly under education department, central government education department. So a lot of changes are going to come. And because why it is going to come? Because this system, corporate education, commercialization, has brought this to zero output, rote learning. In fact, if you see some Narayana and Chaitanya, they only teach by heart and repeating, nothing else. So these problems, I think people should understand. Parents are also listening to me. Children also may be listening to me. I'm telling you, unless you are having a serious urge to get a job, otherwise you will not get a job. Skills are very, very important. And all the technology is there. So much of technology is there. So much of resources are there. Information is there. Documents are there. Books are there. But unless you read them, understand them, and actually capable of writing in your own words, speaking about them, what is the use? Information is there. There is a Telugu saying, Alludu notlo anni శని అంగట్లో అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. అంగట్లో అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, అల్లుడి నోట్లో శని. Lot of information is there in internet. So many websites. But unless you search, you will not get that. Nobody is going to spoon feed you. Even though I give you a training in particular area, unless you practice, you will not get any out. So having said this, I will close my talk with only a wish that the things which we have discussed now, which we have presented to you, take them seriously and make use of it in making your life ahead very, very promising. If your children, these things, parents are also there. But parents are today something like a helicopter parents, just like that they go around, but they cannot intervene. Nobody is going to listen to them. Parents will situation like that, and they are only having one child. So they don't want to take any risks. They will try to pamper. All these problems are there. That is the reason why children are a different category now. And teaching them is very, very difficult. Parents want output. Corporate, colleges want output. What output? With no effort from the student, what output you can give? We only blame the teachers and parents. What about the students? So I'm telling you, all these three people are there. Students, parents, and the teachers. All are responsible, but more responsibility now lies on students also. Telling these words, I thank all of you for patient hearing. Me as well as Dr. Datta. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And thank you to both of our speakers today who have joined us. With this, we come to an end of our presentation. Attendees, if you have any questions, please do ask us. You can write to us in the chat box. And if you're a person watching from YouTube, you can write in the comment section and we will take effort in answering to it. And with this, thank you, Dr. Vishal Datt sir and Dr. C.K. Rao sir, who have joined us today. And I also thank our academic partner, United Innovators, for joining us and making this event wonderful and informative. Thank you to both of our speakers.
Thanks a lot. Thank you for giving an opportunity to...
Yes, Dr. Vishal sir, can you hear me?
Thank you very much for giving us an opportunity.
Would you like to convey any last message to our attendees before we wind up?
No, this actually we should have another webinar, maybe after some time. But to go deep into these apps, I would like to talk about apps on English learning, English language learning, and also on various, as I told you, show on pdf.drive.com how to search. So many websites I spoke. All of them, we can have some exercises online and show them how to search for that. Searching also is a very, very important topic. I gave one lecture earlier. Searching, Google searching is not easy. Any searching is not easy because you don't know the title of the book. You may not be knowing the title of the book. You may not be knowing even the author of the book. You're just searching books in the particular area. So searching is, I think, if you can plan, I will be very glad to give a lecture on searching, particularly Google searching, and how many strategies are there, how difficult it is.
Sure, sir, we'll do that next time for sure.
We can download, but what to do with them? How to record all those things in an Excel sheet or a PPT? All these things we can discuss because I worked in a company called Patent High-Tech Patent is a patent-related company. Patent analysis, patent searching, all this they do. I worked as a client manager there for about 3 years. I did a lot of patent search. Searching is not easy. Searching is an art, but people have to practice. Not just one look at one or two PPTs and you think, I know it. I know it doesn't mean anything. Unless you practice, be successful, you yourself can say you are good at it or bad at it. These are practice-oriented things. So my suggestion is you might learn something related to IPR, intellectual property rights, patent search I can give, and how to file a patent I can talk, and also the searching for even material, reading material, learning material. Even on YouTube, I don't think you can simply get whatever you want on YouTube. So much of searching needs to be done. Look at what exactly you are looking for. This experience I can share with you if you can arrange such lectures. But only one problem is I am not a theoretical person. I am very hopeful of good future. But at the same time, I believe that we should talk reality blah blah. It's a nice talk for political talk, praising everybody. These are not going to help. You should not, you should definitely talk truth and make them alert so that they can probably do something good. Unless and until some practical this activity is there, pure theoretical talk is of no use. This is my problem. I talk truth. Truth is bitter, you all know. So you can plan any of these things. Okay, madam? Did I answer your question?
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you from my
Yes,
side
yes,
also.
sir.
I'm thankful to IFERP and special thanks to Sweta and Zala. If I pronounced this wrongly, forgive me. And our thanks to Rudas also. I would like to thank all the participants. In spite of a lot of disturbances and interruptions, still a lot of people are there with us. Uh, because many participants are encouraging us. We do hope that we keep on speaking the webinars. We hope that if another opportunity is given with IPRF and with the participants, we would like to speak on any new topic. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, both of you. And thank you to all the attendees who have joined us today evening. And if you have any questions, please do write to us at webinar@iferp.in. And for more of upcoming events, do follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Thank you so much, and good day and good evening to all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.